Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So we'll get going here in just a moment. How you doing there, Fury? So we've got AT who's impatient. How you doing there, Shiva? And Sturmgurkan. I see how you doing there, my friend. Yeah, we'll get things going in just a moment then. It has been a little while. Ideally, the pace will pick up again in the near future. THG has family, of course, so this is it. It's that time of the year with the holidays, so it'll happen. So no worries there. We'll keep on plodding through this, and ideally we'll have the time to pick up the pace a little bit more in the future. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring that. There we go. Okay. Turn 68, part 1. Wow. We're getting there now. I'm not entirely sure what to expect on this turn. I don't think there's terribly much for us to fear, per se. How you doing there, Awoken? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, I don't think there's terribly much for us to fear, per se, at the moment. I'm not going to look at the save as of yet. I kind of want to, like, theorize a little bit. I'm looking forward to having the H6K4's radio Comac. They should have been operational, but obviously additional time will be quite good. I've got 1.8.11.26b. If you look under the War of the Pacific section on the Discord, under the pinned comments, you'll find the link to this database update. Okay. We'll go ahead and take a look at the turn then, shall we? I don't know what it's going to be. Sleepy Sunday. Yeah. That's no surprise there. I was finding rather amusing with THG and Tortuga. Like, they like record so late at night. It's insane. But then again, I don't know. I know Tortuga's got kids. He's got a young kid, bless him. So I can understand why he's up late. I just think THG just hates sleep. He just records at some ridiculous times. I'm like, what the hell? How you doing there, Dutchy? Hello there, Racer. Good to have you guys. Now, ideally, touch wood, we'll have no more cheating crap going on in the near future. Well, in the future all. So, ideally, we don't have to speak about that again. But to summarise, you guys know the rules. No breaking the rules. No sharing information. And we'll keep things top-notch. Okay. Yeah, once again, plenty of submarines by Bugman area. I could do with actually altering the patrol patterns over there to the north. I do find it a little bit worrying about the AS that was actually... I don't know, it was either very lucky or he had more information than we previously would have imagined. So you see Sea Lion over here being engaged by the submarine chaser CH-11. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I think this would be deep waters here. I don't imagine this would be shallow. But he doesn't seem to be moving too much. Of course, he has responded to this over here, but they will be moving out to the area, ideally. Oh, okay, near miss. Probably the best we're going to get there. It's good practice for the actual aircraft in the region. We do have KI-48 established over here in Emila. Should things slacken at Hokkaido? Ah, here we go, we did split this up. Oh, right, okay. Encounters once again. So, here we go. So we do have the 2 destroyers over here. Yeah, I know, right. It could actually be, did we just surprise the Allied forces? I didn't quite read that one there. Very nice. Akatsuki doing very good here. Oh, they were surprised. Well, that's very good news then. That gives us the advantage, ideally. It wouldn't take very much to destroy these. Okay, that's fine. So we do damage MTB-26. It's going to take some time here. How you doing there, Dr. Communist? It's been a while, actually, since we had you, isn't it? So just beginning here. Not terribly much has really gone underway. How you doing there, Charcoal Cheater? You know what? It explains the reason why there were destroyers named Charcoal Cheetah. I was like, why is there a destroyer called Charcoal Cheetah? Now it makes sense. I was like, what? Okay, reduced sighting due to 10% moonlight. So yes, we did actually open fire on surprise ally ships 3,000 yards. So that's really good. I mean, at the end of the day when he landed the 25mm shell, but they're not really made of anything terribly much. If it takes time, it'll take time. Okay, they're withdrawn to Hong Kong, sorry. They may need to be rearmed. Oh, here we go. We actually found the tanker. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. That's quite nice. I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy that we actually hit it down here. But that's nice. I was kind of worried that it would escape. I'm not too concerned if it did escape. I don't think... I don't know. Heavy damage. She's not... I don't think she's carrying oil or fuel. I don't think she's carrying fuel, otherwise it would have been much worse. It's okay. It's one of these things that would have died eventually at some point, but I don't know if I would have preferred her to be hit at all, really, due to the fact that I wanted to try and think that this area is safer than it really is. But I'll take it. I'll take it. She launched 2 torpedoes, one of them hits. Yeah, I'm going to say probably no fuel or oil. I don't hear a sinking sound, so she's still alive. Which, yeah, that's fine. It takes up space in his port there, really, and if it doesn't have anything nearby to repair it, then it's just going to be sad for a long time. So that's not too bad there. Ah, here we go. So we have the Kamano bombarded Wankau. The Moonlight is 10%, so the bombardment won't be terribly effective. I believe it did say that a Jake was spotting for them, so ideally will be a little bit more effective. From what I can see over in China, I'm not seeing forces moving as of yet. I can see that these forces are moving, but I don't see any other movement here. So it could be wrong. We don't always see the full picture here. Yeah. So we do have Shokai opening fire as well. Now, this has been going well enough. We obviously need to reduce the 100th Chinese core. That's the only core that's really given us problems here. A size 7 port with a... Ooh, I can't remember exactly how much naval support it is, but it's a good couple hundred naval support. Could do it, and obviously larger can do it with less naval support. But they can be rearmed from AKEs, so if you have an AKE you can more or less rearm them wherever, which is not technically meant to be possible, but for some reason it is possible for the Yamatos, which it really shouldn't be, but it is. We'll find that one out by testing, but I think Infinite Monkey actually confirmed by testing that one for us. So there we go. Oh, there we go. So actually a pretty good result there. AKE, which is a ammunition transport. So there we go. We have 434 casualties inflicted there. 2 destroyed, 14, 18, 3. Not massive damage there, but there we go. I'm going to say, obviously, due to the level of Moonlight, but obviously as the Moonlight increases once again, then we'll have more damage in bombardments. But still pretty good there. So you can see that there, yeah, she was spotting there for the Kamano. That's very good. Spotting for the Sazuya, which might explain why we did have a rather more effective bombardment here. If they had if they had aircraft individually spotting. That's quite good. So then the destroyers there opened up as well on the 100th Chinese core. So very nice. Few hits there. Gives them something to try and repair as well. Okay, very happy about that. How you doing there, Mike? Good to have you, my friend. So we are bombarding over here with the cruisers that were down here. They did previously bombard Port Hedland. How are you doing there for? Not terribly much. We did torpedo a tanker off the coast of Australia, the one that... I think one of the tankers that was heading through the Timor Sea that made it through past Moresby, but we did finally ram her, actually. Yeah, you can have a lot of fires. You can have a lot of fires. Just east... Just the... I'm trying to read this name. Strategic Love. I know. I'm just going to call it Strategic Love. I like that name. So it will be important to upgrade San Francisco to level 7 port. Well, you can use ammunition transports, the AKEs. They definitely ease the rearming process significantly. Pearl Harbor is really absolutely fine. I don't think you need to rearm something on the American coastline, to be honest. You have Pearl Harbor for that purpose. But yeah, I'd say AKEs are the answer to most things, really. You could try to build up some certain ports, but it's one of those of, is it really worthwhile? How you doing there, Mark? Good to have you, my friend. Okay. So again, this is going to be weakening the garrison over here. So I'm quite happy with that. There we go. So only 53 casualties caused over here. Now, I don't... Yeah, we did have a spotter for the Yora, but we didn't have the spotter... Whether or not it affects the accuracy for the other ships over here. But that's another 53 casualties inflicted. But then again, it's a very small garrison over here, which works out well enough. So they're going to head back to Namla. Well, they're going to head for Namla to rearm once the AKE arrives over there. We shouldn't take too terribly long. Moving into the day phase in just a moment, I'd imagine. How you doing there, Kevin? Hello there, Grim. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so the destroyer's engaging once again. They're doing a fine job. So 90,000 yards here. I don't imagine the torpedo boats even have armament capable of that range. Tactical advantage there. And this is it, they are so very bloody maneuverable. Yeah, that range closes down very quickly. Right, back up to 9,000 yards. It's going to take us time to get rid of these PTs. They are a pain in the arse. How you doing there, Banjo? Not terribly much. We bombarded one cow. We torpedoed a tanker off the coast of Australia. Oh. Yeah, that's why I don't have pets. I'm sorry to hear about that, communist. Oh. Well, they just fire a bit of armament. Ah, there we go. We finally hit the PT boat. Only a small weapon, but at the end of the day, it's still causing damage. And they break off. Yeah, it'll still take time, but eventually we'll be rid of them. So I'm going to speed this one up a little bit more. Yeah, so basically nothing there. So we do have a light cruiser over here as well. She should be heading... Well, she needs to head for Hong Kong. She was to the south actually to dig something, but it seems she's actually heading back to Hong Kong now. Okay. I don't like having a destroyer and a light cruiser in base. It's... Ideally in the Tori you can actually hit something. Okay, so the Allied Task Force has been ordered to disengage. 19,000 yards. Yeah, okay, that's fine. She needs to rearm. So she's going to go and rearm at Hong Kong. Yeah. That's a shame. So the Iwaki Maru takes a torpedo there, but she is in port, so she should be saved. Yeah, this is a difficulty in this area with so many submarines around here. So we do take some casualties over there. Unfortunate as well, because I believe we were loaded onto the ship there. That's unfortunate. But, we'll take it. Well, Mark 14s are fallible, but they can still cause damage. It looks like something's trying to move through the Torres Strait. Is it moving down or out? I'm not entirely sure. Submarines reported there near one of the islands. I didn't quite actually get to see it just then. I don't know about that. Okay. So we should be around about a day from landing at Barpapan. I-1 sighted by Allied medium bomber. Okay, so he's running aircraft around Fiji. We know about that one. Ah, here we go. So we have 44 zeros here. We're engaging Hurricanes, H-81s, which are the P-40s. There we go. Buffaloes, yeah, they're not going to do any good, and P-40E Warhawks. Interesting. I don't know. It's interesting, really. I suppose this is it. He really doesn't have a choice in trying to defend Rangoon. We don't really give him that option. There we go. Ah, don't worry about it, Grim. You can learn by just experience, really. And of course, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask. Ah, very well done, Bearboken. Congratulations. Yeah, but this is it. It's like... we don't... like, the Japanese don't have B-17s. So it just is what it is. Like, most Japanese aircraft aren't armoured. They're doing well enough so far. The thing is, I can replace these zero losses. The actual aircraft, but not so much the actual pilots. Well, I can, but it takes time. It's most of the experience I can't replace immediately. Yeah, well, this is it. I didn't see what happened to the 440 there. I was looking away. Oh, I see. He does like to play this at a number of different altitudes, which is rather interesting. Now, ideally, we can actually have some bombs hit the airfield this time around as well. Ah, Doge for deck, okay. They do have the range, but there is still chances that they will fall to operational losses. Well, that's one of these of, if he doesn't contest Rangoon, then I'm just going to bomb the airfield of Rangoon and render it ineffective, and then I'd just go for the next base he went for, really. Okay, so we might lose some zeros here. What I'm going to do is just speed things up a little bit. Yeah, so it looks like we do lose some, actually. We'll see what the losses are like. 5 zeros, actually, that's quite surprising. He must have been at different altitudes there, then. It doesn't tend to happen, but this is weird. Yeah, 28,000 feet, 28,000 feet, 28. So that's not a great result, but that's not too bad. I can replace the zeros here. Right, we should have the 43 1Cs going in there shortly as well. That's an interesting one. I've not heard that one before. It's one of these of, like, if you... I mean, like, you might say, okay, well, that worked out for me. And it's like, well, it doesn't really change the situation. Like, he has no initiative here. Well as where the one forced him into the battle. Yeah, we're going to be looking towards using the paratroopers soon. The planned operation in China is coming to fruition shortly. Ideally, things remain static. Okay, pretty good results there. 105 casualties inflicted. We hit the airfield last turn. We've had a few days where the airfield hasn't been hit due to weather. So we hit the airfield last turn, so we've been able to switch over to hitting the ground forces, which is nice. It's like, as far as it goes, there's not a large number of... but actually we can use this to compare, really. If I could find a... actually, it's listing a few of them. So it doesn't show them all. I was hoping it might have shown them all, but we can see certain cores in there. Right, there we go. So we have the 1Cs going in now. We've only 6 Sallies. I'm going to speed this one up just to keep things going. Oh, there we go. Bypass it pretty quickly, actually. I don't seem to be hitting the airfield as such. I wonder... Severe storms, yeah, that doesn't help. There we go. Hitting Changsha once again. Yeah, market garden. I like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've got the I've got access to one of these 2 beta. It's just a thing I forgot what my actual access code is, so I haven't been able to... I only did it once and I didn't get working, but I forgot about it. Oh dear. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to one of these too. Yeah, I know, right. Okay. Interesting report about New Wake Island. I don't know what to make of that one. Ah, there we go. Now, if that reported hit could actually... Yeah, but it's good to see these more often now. Catalina's. Right, padded too far. Oh, hello. Ships at Christmas Island. Okay, that's interesting. Mission out from Wankow Bear cancelled due to weather. Yeah, the weather's a pain in the arse at the moment. It's not been kind to us. Have we moved closer to Balapapan than I actually assumed? Because it looks like we might have actually. So yeah, we should be arriving at Balapapan then early in the morning. There we go. Well, it's one of these. It's like... It is... The use of paratroopers in China, there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of things I would like to see, but there's also scenarios where if we don't get the result that we want, then we may use them, but it's one of those, it depends really what he's going to do, really. I've got version something B. I'll just Google that one there. I don't think it models typhoons. Okay, there we go. So moving into the land phase shortly then. From what I could see over China, it doesn't look like things are moving. So ideally they remain static. It looks like they remain static at Changsha, which is fantastic. Okay, so still submarines operating off the coast of Truk then. Not too bad. Thankfully it's not on this side, but it is interesting to see these operating off Truk once again. Sailfish out here. Been attacked by this Sutta. How you doing, Yukul? Good to have you, my friend. No depth charges. Okay, now we should be moving into the, nope. Oh my, sea lion once again. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Now we move into the land phase. Right, so you can see that the Chinese Corps, the 100th Chinese Corps still has some AV there. It's going to take time. Eventually it will crack. It's just going to take a lot of bombardment. And I might be able to potentially force it with the divisions as they are. If I got another brigade over there, potentially so, but I don't mind waiting. I'd rather not ruin the fire. Well, I'd rather not ruin our forces that we have there, but not in the best state due to the previous attacks. I don't know what state the 100th Chinese Corps could be in, but I don't imagine they're doing amazing. They still have a lot of AV, which is rather intriguing though. But I'd rather face this Corps here than face it elsewhere. And there we go, 57 casualties inflicted there. That's good news. Right, deliberate attack over here at Dobo. Well, it produces its own supplies. I should have used battleships in the past, but the battleships can't be rerouted then as of yet. I mean, I'll probably use Congo once we have Congo fixed. And here we go, shock attack against the Makassar garrison and the Makassar base force. There we go, 32-1, yep. They surrender, very nice. That's what I like to see there. So 12 casualties, so 1 squad disabled, and there we go, so 856 walk into captivity there, very nice. But it removes them outright. It's actually still a unit over there. Did both of them not surrender? That's interesting. So we finally sees the base of the head, so we're going to take Tana next. There we go. Attack over here as well, we'll seize this base. Ooh. Oh, very nice. So there were some actual allied aircraft out here. Very nice. I'm not entirely sure what model that is, but that's good. That's sort of a base seized. As far as we go to the Dutch East Indies, there's only so fast we can go. We'll be landing at Developer Band tomorrow. I can't advance on Java quite so much as of yet. I would like additional forces for the Java push. At the moment, I'm trying to concentrate resources towards Singapore, but the thing is with Singapore, I don't think there's as many men as I would have expected. But I still need to mass the actual AV, the actual AV to take the goddamn thing, which will take time. Okay, there we go. So not a bad 10. We did have one of our ships torpedoed, but I believe she has survived as well. This is scenario 1. Is it scenario 1? Scenario 1, the vanilla scenario anyway, where there's no additional, etc, etc. Okay, so ships at Rangoon still. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do now then is begin to upload the replay here, so hold on 2 seconds, guys.